keep coming back to you.
Hello, internet world, and we're back for a second time. Florida weather, power went out, and we lost a good ass episode. Like we finished our conversation about Obi-Wan. We went deep into talking about Doctor Strange and the multiverse. God, y'all had to see it.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll get back into it again, on a different day. But let's continue, because I still want to get into this theory of mine. Because you say that Doctor Strange, you think Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness was a flop. But I feel like the reason why it got the hate that it got was because I feel like, first of all, the trailer really got everybody's expectations too high. I feel like what they should have done was just give it a basic trailer and then have the Illuminati be a surprise.
Yes.
Just because first of all, everybody's expectations was like, it was gonna, like, people were thinking, oh, because of the fact that Spider-Man No Way Home brought back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, that Tobey Maguire was gonna be in Doctor Strange. People thought so many other people from X-Men was gonna show up, because it was already, the cat was out the bag that Professor X was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Which is why I was happy about it, but when I went to theaters to see it, no one clapped.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it wasn't the big like clap uproar, just like when Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield showed up. It's like people expected it, and the same thing with Reed Richards. People were expecting it.
And that's why I agree with you when I was like that's why I say it was a flop. Like if the trailer was better, hidden, like had more of the B-roll nonsense instead of the main drops.
Yeah.
Right. Anyone who would have said the movie word of mouth would have told somebody to go see it because such and such is in it, and you'd be like, what? And wouldn't say any more.
That would have. That's a big spoiler.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a big spoiler to say that. Like, I would probably be mad if somebody really was just like, why would you tell me that?
Or just say, or even just say, yo, you got to see the movie. There's people in it. You got to go check it out. You know what I mean? You would have got more out of word of mouth.
They brought back some people, bro.
But after watching the trailer and you just looking at it, even if you're
not the biggest fan, you kind of already know they're gonna.
It's like, okay, this is in it. I guess I'll check it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not as surprised or whatever.
Because in one of the trailers, the first thing you see is Doctor Strange coming up and being judged by the Illuminati. So you kind of know. I feel like this is why when it comes to trailers, I'm very skeptical about trailers, because first of all, I get the trailer's supposed to set you up and really get you excited for it, but for something like Doctor Strange and for that movie, you could have probably showed more of America. Showed some of the fights between Wanda and Strange, and then once you watch the movie and you see the Illuminati, everybody's like, whoa, what the fuck?
And Peggy Carter. Throw in one Peggy Carter.
Or at least, or the shield.
The shield, something. Yeah.
Or show her when she brings the shield out. That's not giving away too much.
The hover car for Xavier. Don't show Xavier.
They didn't even show Xavier in the trailer, but even still, you knew. I feel like the hover car still would have gave it away.
I thought they showed Xavier.
No, they didn't show Xavier. I don't at least the ones I saw, it didn't show Xavier.
But no, yeah, I get
when it got closer to the movie, I stopped watching the trailers.
Yeah.
Because I feel like other movies that did that was the second Jurassic Park movie
and Deadpool. Second
Deadpool, not I don't
second
mean,
Deadpool,
or maybe just because of the fact I focused more on the teaser for Deadpool 2. I watched that more than the trailer, so it's I didn't really. But plus the end, the post credit scene when he was Cable, that kind of gave it away.
Well, that Deadpool does. I'm saying the trailer for Deadpool 2, as you said, it gives too much information. I think. Are we saying that trailers give too much information
Well,
nowadays?
not nowadays, but like certain movies should have a more basic trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like there are definitely ways where a trailer could fuck up a movie.
Giving too
Like,
much away.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to because
And even with no, I lied. Not the second Jurassic World movie, the first one. The first Jurassic World movie when they were rebooting the series. Like there were like 8 or 5 different trailers for Jurassic World, and they all showed bits and pieces of the movie. It's like you
watch
can
the whole
literally
movie.
watch all those trailers and just figure out what's gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
there were still parts of the movie where it's like it did surprise me, but it was just like, okay, I saw this in a trailer, saw this part in the trailer. Like you could like it definitely like some trailers show too much.
Now, do you feel? Because I feel like that's the part of the reason why some of these movies are taking hits is because they're shared too much. Because you have to appease to social media now and keep the buzz going by having new stuff. Unless you're able to do like Infinity War. If more film industries do Infinity Wars and use the footage that they cut as trailers, that's not. I mean, that's a pretty smart move to use.
I mean, Marvel's done that. Like even after Infinity Wars and after Endgame, a lot of Marvel movies they definitely use like fake footage or footage that they cut in their trailers. So that's just something that Marvel does. But
I'm saying more of them should do that. If you don't cut them out, like for example, like any of the new DC movies, if since they're coming out, cut some of the scenes out that you're going to use and throw them in as a trailer. You know what I'm saying? That way you can make like 3 or 4 trailers out of that.
I'm not gonna lie, like that one part in Infinity Wars where you saw Hulk and that was the part that got cut out. That did piss me off because the whole, not the whole time, but there was like watching Infinity Wars is like, I'm just thinking, after the movie I'm like, wait a second, what happened to that scene?
Yeah.
Cause I was pissed. I was low key pissed, but then again I'm like, okay, that's just something that Marvel does.
Teasers and stuff. Just to lure you in. I don't know. I think now with the way because what you got Ezra Miller effing up. You have
whole thing with Amber Heard.
The two major film productions for like blockbuster hits.
Flash is fuck basically.
Bro, they didn't even show up to Comic-Con or the San Diego Comic-Con one.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to have a panel for the Flash Paradox. Warner Brothers was like,
I think they just gotta have a new actor.
Chill.
Just have it. Do what the MCU have done in the past. They did the same thing with Terrence Howard and the other guy and the other buddy who played Hulk.
Yeah,
have a new actor and just say, yo,
get a new War Machine.
Yeah.
Get a new roadie. Nah.
They just kept going like, you don't see that Rhodey's different.
Pull the Aunt Viv. Give me a new
Harriet.
Harriet.
Except in reverse.
Give me a new Harriet. Yo.
Except in reverse.
Yo.
You place it with the darker one.
Now you bring up a good point. That's kind of fucked up. That I'm noticing that black characters just get replaced like that. But
Hulk got replaced.
Nah, he got they replaced
Hulk
the entire
got replaced.
movie. They axed the whole movie though.
Nah, it's still part of the MCU.
That first Hulk you say is part of the MCU?
Yes.
Now because of the multiverse. I wouldn't consider.
Not the first one. I'm talking about the one that's with the first MCU Hulk.
Yeah.
The one with the guy from Fight Club. Him.
Nah.
The guy from Fight Club who played Bruce Banner.
Where he was like slime green. He's like that weird looking green with different color tint. And they foamed him up in the hallway. You talking about that one when he got foamed up in the hallway? The man was all casted up and he was trying to beat the Hulk. I think, I'm not consider that one. I consider the one with Mark Ruffalo's be the Hulk.
That one's still a Hulk movie. When he fought Abomination, the one we fought Abomination.
Nah, I'm talking
that one.
Edward Norton.
Yeah,
No,
that one's part.
The one before that.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the one right after. I'm talking about movies. I'm talking about when I talk about the MCU. I'm talking about from the first Iron Man up to now. That's what I'm talking about. So that
Okay.
one Hulk movie,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
and then they replaced him.
Yeah, with a whole new. They started a whole new lineup for him. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is like in comparison, they gave him a whole new like backstory, cast, and everything, and
Not
whatnot.
necessarily. Like they literally.
They rebooted the movie essentially. I feel like there was a reboot to the movie of Hulk. Because the first Hulk we all agreed that didn't hit. Like
I mean,
it was a good watch.
It was a good. Yeah, it is a good watch, but
not rewatchable. It's not, if you had a choice, if you had a choice, you're gonna watch him fight an old man.
I mean, he wasn't that old. He was just fucked. He just fucked him up. One kick fucked him up, and he landed on a tree. He got kicked all the way back to a tree and got fucked up.
Yeah, true. True.
Like, come on.
True. But
and then got addicted to to Hulk's blood. Like, come on.
Bro, this is wild.
Yeah.
That whole movie was wild. But I'm just saying, like that they gave the next movie was like a whole brand new Hulk.
But that's just because it was an Avengers movie. It wasn't even a Hulk movie. It was Avengers. But they did. I do get what you're saying. That they did give him
like a whole new
like yeah.
While like Harriet season 1 episode 6. Like episode 7, we got a new Harriet. Is what I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like they didn't end the series. They didn't or Vivian. They didn't like it was next season. We got a new Vivian type thing where it's like, yo, you didn't even explain what happened. She didn't. You know, Uncle Phil didn't get a divorce.
All it is, I mean, they just continued the series. All he did was just say Jazz coming like, hey, something different about you.
Yeah, but and in comparison, they did that to Rhodey. They just. We got you don't want it, Terrence? Say less.
It's like ain't nobody say, hey yo, did you get a tan or something like that? No one said nothing like that.
Nothing. We just kept it like we just ignored the fact that he's like 3 shades darker. What? And he has no facial hair. So it was just like that kind of thing made me like, you know, why you can just easily swap them out. But you know, maybe they'll go to like another film. You know, maybe another film production company will pick up Marvel and DC. Because I feel like that as of right now, you know, I wouldn't want to be associated. If I was them, I'd probably dip off to like Amazon or Netflix. If Marvel goes to Netflix,
I mean, only because of the whole like some of the Defender series, I'll give. For some of those series, I'll give it to Netflix that they did the thing with them. But for everything else,
you didn't like Power? I thought Power was pretty solid.
I'm talking about Marvel, all their Marvel stuff. Yeah, some of the movies are good. Netflix is starting to fall off.
What?
Yes, they're starting to fall off.
Or Amazon. Amazon could get them too. Cause like
Amazon could.
Cause like
I feel like with Amazon they'll make everything more darker. Like there will be no fun in MCU. But some people might like it, but hey.
You get because like again you may get more freedom to go more out of pockets. Yeah, it may get darker, but at the same time though, you may get better cast members and better cast because you won't have the same constraints as Disney and Warner Brothers give for their movies. Like contractually based wise, it's a shitty job working for Disney. We discussed it last episode. So it's like, if another like Amazon pulled up and was like, you saying I get free packages and I get Prime for free and I get to work, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what? You know what I'm saying? I get a free subscription to Netflix for life. What? You know what I mean? Like you get the bonuses or whatever type stuff. And I feel like you hit just the same demographic. Your movies still go out, and then if this blockbuster hits, now I feel like Amazon, Netflix, and them can put movies into box office.
Honestly, how well do you think Project Power would have done in theaters?
I think
Because it did good when it came out on Netflix. Like it was the number one like watch movie on Netflix, and it just got a good buzz. Like, do you think it would have been number one in the box office?
Yeah. And I feel like it would have opened up for Jamie Foxx to do more superhero roles. or even Gordon
I
Levitt
mean,
do
he
more.
kind of are. I mean, he kind of already in the MCU with being Electro.
Yeah, but now you get to be a hero in this. You know, this is,
Hmm.
you know.
Either way, he's part of like that superhero like realm.
Almost, I guess what I'm saying is, cause I see your point. Would like it would make the buzz. I feel like, but I think also is like if Netflix is paying for these actors now, why not just also throw it into the theaters as blockbuster hits?
I mean, with Netflix's budget, they're gonna like actors are gonna get paid either way.
Right.
Either way, the actors get paid because of everything with the budget. They're gonna get paid. It's just how much you getting back on the back end
And I feel
when the movie comes out.
And I feel like if you relying on subscriptions and people are in the controversy with your platform losing subscriptions, your next best bet would be to drop box office hits, right? No, I'm only guessing though. I'm not, I'm only suggesting it because like, where else would you get your money from?
Like, yo, imagine going to a theater and then next thing you know,
See the Netflix symbol.
yeah, you see the Netflix symbol.
Just a bunch of clapping.
Oh, man.
Are y'all fucking in there? It's just a Netflix blockbuster movie.
This guy. But yo,
Netflix and
going back to the conversation we had about like trailers, like we definitely know there are some trailers that can fuck up a movie. What do you think? What trailer do you think like really helped the movie? What do you think was the best trailer for the
Inception.
movie? Inception.
Inception's trailer gave you just enough to be curious about the movie and like want to go see it, without giving like too much away about the movie. Comparing like Inception and like pretty much, I guess any Christopher Nolan movies pretty much be solid trailers. Because Tenet also had the same feel to it, as well as Batman. They gave you just enough.
You mean the Batman or?
Batman Rises, all of them really. All of them give you just enough information to be like, yo, this shit gonna be wild.
I mean, when it comes to
But-
some superhero movies, especially DC, they don't do too much with their trailers. And plus, the fact that I don't know if we could put the Batman in there when it comes to trailers, because like it's a 3-hour movie.
Which one?
So
No, I'm talking
like, huh?
I'm talking about like the
No,
Dark Knight.
it's just the fact it's a 3-hour movie. So how much shit can you give away in a trailer?
Dark
In
Knight?
a 1-minute trailer?
Which one? Which Batman?
The Batman.
The new one.
Yeah, the newest one, the Batman.
But Christopher Nolan did that one.
No.
Robert Pattinson.
No, I was saying like.
I'm saying the
I
new.
was talking about like just Batman trailers in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Like,
Yeah, no.
that one's a 3-hour movie. So, what scenes are you really gonna give away in
Yeah,
a 1-minute
true.
trailer?
Not true. Yeah, you can. You can give up parts. You can give up
But
parts.
even still, like you give out a pivotal piece, but you still got 3 hours worth of shit.
Right. I
So,
mean, I see your point. Yeah, like, but you can. But they
like
do
you can't fuck up that trailer.
But they do like 2 or 3 trailers. So if you give all the parts you're giving out are the cool action bits, you already tell the story. Because you can some trailers that are like that, even though it's a minute long, you still understand what happens in terms of what the story's being told. Like they still like some trailers. I guess what I'm saying is like they don't lay them out randomly.
Mm-hmm.
They still lay them out in story order.
Oh yeah.
So that's the issue though of like even though it's like a minute long, it's still laid out story order. So you're just like, oh, so clearly the person gets robbed and gets the money back at the end. So I just watched the entire trailer to understand what's this movie about. Such and such get kidnapped. Like the Taken is a good one. Yeah. Like we already know what's gonna happen.
They did technically do that. Well, with Batman vs Superman, they were hyping up the fight between them so much. They showed more of the fight
That's what I'm
than the
saying.
lead up.
But then you should. They should, yeah. And that was the shit that you just like, you shouldn't even be said. Spider-Man
Nah,
too.
because like
Spider-Man
I
did the
think-
same
'cause
thing.
I think when it came to that one, they never showed Wonder Woman in that.
No, they didn't show.
Like they never showed Wonder Woman until after the movie came out. When it came, because
Right.
they dropped the trailer for after the movie came out, and then that's when you saw more of like the fight between him and Doomsday.
But that's the same. Like
But-
we had that. You had that story arc where it's like, do you want to now go see the movie if it's just for Wonder Woman? You know, like that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, or be surprised that you're instead of the fight scene or how the choreographed fight is, like
I do.
watching.
I do remember like when I first went to see Batman vs Superman, and like yeah, everybody cheered when Wonder Woman came out because no one was expecting it. No one else expected on Doomsday either.
But you knew he was gonna be there.
I mean, it did kind of tease Superman's death, and we all know what killed Superman. There's only really one thing that killed Superman.
And then you show Superman's death. I mean, we all know he's supposed to die, but
they showed like, I think they showed either his like coffin. They showed the fact that they had the Superman logo on the coffin, so they're like, oh, he's gonna die.
because Doomsday. But like, just show the movie Doomsday. But I mean, like, but just going back to like Christopher Nolan's like trailers and stuff. Like his trailers give you the snippets. Also, Spielberg does it too. Like the new what's it called? Avatar. The new Avatar. You know, I don't know what the fuck the Avatar about. I mean, I know the story behind Avatar, but I mean like the movie.
I mean, when
I
the
don't know
first one came out, I didn't know what the fuck it was about either. I just saw a bunch of giant blue people.
You get what I'm saying? But then you're like, I guess I'll check out the movie. They flying on backs of like giant birds and stuff, and your man's got giant robots. Seems pretty cool. Check it out. And you're like, yo, this movie's lit. That's what I'm saying. Like the trailer's supposed to like tease you, and now trailers tell you the story.
Well, that one's different because that's actually that's an actual teaser trailer.
All
like
trailers are supposed to be that, aren't they?
I mean, yeah, but there's the teaser trailer where it's literally just showing you scenery. Like that one was just showing you scenery. There was no dialogue. There was no kind of.
Oh yeah, the one I saw had dialogue. The new one I saw had dialogue.
It must have been different. I mean, there's a teaser one where it's just like it's showing you scenery, like the Batman.
Yeah.
When the Batman came out, they had that one teaser where it's literally just showing the bat symbol.
No,
and his and the cow.
This one I was watching.
And then there's the actual trailer for the Batman where it shows you parts of the movie. But I'm just saying like there's teaser trailers where it shows you mostly scenery or just gives you like a hint of just a bit of piece of it, and it's usually like 30 seconds or something. Then there's the actual trailer that's gonna be played in like theaters and on commercials and all the marketing, everything. That is what can fuck up anticipation for it.
That's the one I saw in theaters, the one in the theater version, and it had a voiceover of the main character from the first Avatar. That's why I was like, oh shit, this is the new. They're really going hard with this new Avatar, and I still didn't know what was wrong. Then I watched Buzz Lightyear the Buzz Lightyear trailer, and I got the whole movie. Didn't even want to go see it afterwards. I was like, oh, I get it.
It did definitely kind of go into the whole like, oh, he's gonna get lost here. He's gonna do this all like.
Come back and solve the mission.
I mean, for a Disney movie, they usually do that. And plus, if it's a movie that's mainly for kids don't really pay attention to the trailers. They just see. Oh, it's a Buzz Lightyear movie. I just want to see. They just see Buzz Lightyear. They want to see it.
I don't know, cause like some of the trailers for like, what is it like Lilo and Stitch or
I'm just saying like doing trailers for certain movies is different. You don't have like
Moana. Is that the one with The Rock? That one had Frozen had some big hype. Frozen 2 has some big hype by kids for trailers, bro.
I'm not saying like it's not gonna hype the kids up. I'm saying like you don't have to pay too much attention to how you lay the trailer out if it's a kids movie, because you're marketing towards kids.
Yeah.
And even if you show low-key too much, it's not like it's not like a kid's gonna just be like, oh, I saw the trailer. They're just gonna see the trailer and they're gonna beg their parents to see it.
Right.
And as a parent, you're gonna let them see it because they want to see it.
I see what you're saying.
It's not like for adults. If it's a movie for adults, you know, and then if you show too much, then the person's gonna be like, oh, I basically see the whole movie. Why would I watch it?
I feel like movies should be like horror movies. Trailers should be like horror movie trailers, where they just show you snippets of stuff and it's mad random. Like Spiral.
It should pay more attention to suspense.
Yeah. Build, because that's what you're trying to do, build a hype. So like if they're like for Buzz Lightyear, just have him in the middle of the ship about to blow up or something. Snippet to something else. Comes back. He was like, yo, what? I have to find out what happened now. You know what I mean? Like, even though like you don't have to pay much attention, there still should be some level of a guide, because you have to draw in the money, I guess, you know. I don't know. Plus, if you did do it, the controversy probably wouldn't have hit as hard if you had like, because you know what I mean.
I mean, they never showed like the kissing scene on the trailers.
Not just that, but I'm saying like if it was made what like the story laid out well enough for the trailer, you probably would have made the story laid out well enough for the movie that the controversy of the kiss wouldn't have mattered.
I mean, it wasn't even that big of a deal. So
Even still, if the movie, I'm saying like if the movie's hit, you still like the not big of a deal. It's not big of a deal for us, yeah.
like the same,
But I'm
like
saying
the
like
same thing when it came to the whole like thing with Toy Story 4. There was a couple that walked to the classroom that was a same-sex couple, and even whether you noticed it or not, no, it wasn't that big of a controversy.
yeah, but it's like it's like personal to like you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not too big of a controversy for you. Like we're talking to the masses. If you're making a production for everyone to get seen, you have to still appease the masses. And if people are like, no, it's not. I don't want same-sex shit in my movies. I'm like, all right, bro, whatever. But you can have them, like the same-sex couple. Yeah, I agree with you. Doesn't matter. But the kissing one, if the movie was dope enough, people wouldn't have cared or noticed that there was kissing in the scene because the movie was lit.
I think it was also just the fact of like, what did that do for the movie?
That's what I'm saying. Like they were trying to make people happy by adding the kiss, but instead got the opposite effect because they're like, even though it was like, and then they refused to cut it out.
I mean, there were
For, like, other
there are certain
markets?
countries where like Lightyear ended up being banned just because of that.
Right.
What I thought was wild. Like the same thing like with Doctor Strange. Like I think also just the fact that some movies can get banned from other countries, that cuts into their profit too.
But to say though, like, for that reason, like,
Because there apparently, I didn't even notice this, but apparently there was a LGBTQ character in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and that's why it got banned
Who?
in like certain countries.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know who it is.
I didn't even.
But because of that, that's what I'm trying to. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like you cut out part of your money because you put in thing that goes against people's religions governmentally. You know what I'm saying? Like the entire country said no to your movie, and it's because it goes against your religion. Like I mean, here when we don't here because we allow that to, like we can't judge you on your religion or sex or anything like that. It's fine. But like if your movie is meant to go worldwide, why would you do that? You know, like I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, why would you do it to make one country happy when the rest of the world's gonna get pissed off at it? Like, I don't know how many Muslim other countries are in the world, but I'm sure it's a larger amount than just the United States. And that's what that's.
I mean,
what I'm saying.
Islam. I mean, Islam is like I think one of the second largest like religious like groups.
Yeah,
besides
religious
Christianity.
group, but I'm saying like in terms of
So-
like governmentally controlled, how many of them are governmentally controlled so that they're like Afghanistan, for example, now that women can't show their face or anything like that. So like no way that movie would be shown or Story 4 would be shown there. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you make it so that movies you can't make money? If the goal is to make money, why would you?
I mean,
put
I
it
think
in
with just like also like you could always there's ways for them to get their money even if it's not from just box office. Like if the DVD sales is like all like streaming, all this other stuff. I think nowadays with these movies they're not even focused on box office too much. Like if it makes box office, cool. But because of the fact that everybody's going to streaming now and you have more freedom with streaming, it's not like they could. That's what I'm saying. Like some of these companies can afford a hit from a so-called flop. Like it's not like back in the day. If your movie flopped, there goes your whole production company.
No, for sure. But at the same time, though, geographically, you're more areas that are like that banned the movie have predominantly more cinemas than they would streaming services because people don't got money like that. Like I got money to go to a theater for one time. I don't got money monthly to pay for internet and subscription services. So like you ban the movie from that area, you cut out a lot of your revenue for just not the box office, but like the local area. You know, the food, the vendors, anything like that. You ain't getting money from nobody pulling up to see your movie. And you trying to, and like Buzz Lightyear's, Toy Story, these are everybody know about them in any country.
I mean, anything that is attached to Disney, like of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's just-
So it's like it's kind of that's on like even like Warner Brothers does it too. So it's like any movie would do it and be like, oh, I'll just take the hit. Fast and Furious had the issue with China.
with John
John
Cena. John Cena was
said
speaking
some shit
Mandarin.
about Taiwan or something.
Mhm.
Almost lost the whole movie in China. You know, pissed niggas. Like one of us
And
was
that's
like,
like,
yo,
that's like that's like
You
billions
better
of people. That's
apologize.
a billions of people in one country. I think it's different because, like, yeah, of course they're gonna make John Cena apologize because, like, when it comes to the whole like car culture, like, most definitely, I think it's also because of the fact that didn't they film in China too?
Yeah, but it wouldn't matter if he filmed in China. It's like he disrespected China. They said so. It's like it's yeah. It's the Star.
I think I think
But he was in the movie.
I think just business wise, they just had to be like, yo, just apologize, speak in Mandarin, like bad Mandarin at that. But
Because we can't have this movie banned in China. So I was like, I don't know. I just feel
yeah,
like
there's just certain countries like you just can't have your movie.
and China has a Muslim.
China's have Muslim. Like,
they do.
it's more. I don't know what religion like every world is, but I know like China. I never heard of a Chinese Muslim. Isn't it more like Buddha? I know with certain Asian cultures, isn't like Buddhism in a way.
They have Muslims there too.
I know, but I'm saying like their main religion isn't it like Buddhism.
I couldn't tell you. I think so,
I'll look
but
that up.
I don't know.
I'll look it up real quick.
But I know they have a minority of Muslims there that also like felt that the movie went like Toy Story and stuff shouldn't be seen that way. I don't know. It's just like the direction that being too woke in American production kind of would hurt you in the long run if you're sending your movie worldwide.
Yeah, China's primarily made up of Chinese Buddhism.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I'm not saying that like not to go woke, but it's just like I still gotta
know it's gonna be like it's gonna be controversy.
or
like,
just don't release it worldwide. Just make a domestic movie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, with some of these movies, especially when it's attached to Disney or just some of these like because of social media, a lot of these like film companies, everything, they open up worldwide. Like you have a worldwide audience like focus on your movie. So it's either some countries are just gonna have to be like, yo, if you don't want to see, we're gonna release it here, but if you don't want to see it, don't see it. And that would just be that one region where you have the lowest revenue.
Yeah.
We have the lowest revenue. You just have to either take that hit or just be like, hey, we're gonna focus most of our marketing since we know our movie's not gonna hit here or it's gonna be banned here. We're gonna focus most of our marketing on these countries. That way, we could probably hopefully make it up.
I don't know, man. I feel like the way shit's going and all the stars are talking shit about the Hollywood's scenery and stuff. Like Chris Pratt. He had beef with the whole woke mob and stuff, and how like they're trying to push him a certain agenda for the movies he's doing. Because
what movies?
Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think that's it. I don't know what else he's doing. I don't think he does it. I don't know.
I mean, he does like the whole Jurassic World and
Park,
everything,
yeah. But like because they say they want him off some of the sets because he's religious, whatever. But he didn't even say he's religious. I go to church. That's all. You know what I mean? He was like some shit like that. But like because of how it is, he's like, yo, because you're in Hollywood, you have to be seen even in the studios as a certain way. Because of
I think it's just the fact they want you to be
you.
more open minded if you're in Hollywood.
But why?
Like, I don't get it. It's just
that's his point.
because of the fact that there's so many people with so many opinions. Just because you're a star, like they just feel like you have to try to connect to everybody, which is impossible.
Bro, it's just a job. I want one actor to go to that level. Like, bro, it was just a fucking job. Like, I just needed to get my rent paid. You know,
it's like this movie. Like, I like the script for this movie. That's why I did it. Like, yeah, my character probably did this and that, but this is not my opinion in real life.
Or yeah,
I mean, it's just also the fact that like now, like I don't know why, but just these days, people just can't disconnect reality from fantasy.
like they got mad at a dude for playing a gay character. He wasn't even gay. I was like, what? It's acting.
I mean,
like,
I mean, you do
he
also
sold
know-
the role.
Yeah, and also I guess it depends on like how good of that. Like, if he played a great gay character, you know, some people are gonna have those conspiracies. It's like, well, you know, maybe this
He
is
might
the
be
way.
gay in real life.
Yeah, or just you know how Hollywood is, you know.
Like that whole, but then
Or then there's also
they said they wanted him to like they wanted the network to go ahead and hire a gay person instead. Like I mean, I get
think I mean, this is also things I've been thinking about too. Because now that you want to have more LGBTQ like representation in Hollywood, it's like, are you gonna have these actors play these characters, or are you gonna have actual? And would that even make sense for the whole like art of acting?
no
Because if you're supposed to be acting a different character, like why have a gay character just play a gay actor play something that he already lives his whole life?
right. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Like there's this movie coming out that Bill Porter is directing where it talks about a transgender young girl, and I'm just wondering like if that's gonna open up. It will open up more for like more trans roles, but it's like, who are you gonna get for these to play these characters? Like, are you gonna get would it make sense to get an actual trans person, or do you just hire a woman and just say, okay, you got to play a trans woman?
Yeah, I would feel that'd be easier, and also, and nothing's stopping the person to go and learn about that people culture, whatever you're portraying.
Like whatever you have
Just
to
go do
whatever you have to
research.
do to prep for this role.
Just do the research
know?
for it. It's not disrespectful. I mean, like, it's kind of stupid. Like, the movie they did for Stephen Hawking. Did they find a guy who was in a chair? Because that'd be
They
really
just-
fucked up.
They just had a guy act.
To have a dude just.
They just had,
All right, on set, ready. That's what. No, I'm saying.
I
No,
mean,
I'm
it
saying
just-
the opposite. I'm saying
I
like they
think
got
this-
an actual
I think
dude who
this
was
really
sick.
just makes it harder for people to audition.
Yeah,
Because it's like, okay, you got this one actor who does a good job. He's straight, but he's auditioning for his role as a gay character. Or do you have this or do you just hire the gay person to play his gay character just so you look good in the eye of society?
Typecast. Yeah. Because here's the thing. Because if not, you'll have like shots like Internals where that black dude kissed the Arab guy, and I was like, it didn't sell it. Like, bro, you ain't selling it. Like, either you gonna act, you act. If not, get two gay characters to do it. Then
I mean,
like, I want the shot. I don't care about you.
but still, like, just because a character's gay doesn't mean they're gonna sell a kiss.
But still, though, like
He
he wasn't selling.
like
it.
he
That's
felt
what I'm
like
saying.
he seemed too uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Like,
he was all. Look at this. He was all. He was.
He just stood there.
Cut. That's the best we go get.
Right.
That's the best we go get.
I
Wrap
wonder
it
how
up.
many times they had to shoot that.
Yeah.
Like, be like, yo, look. He's like, look, man. I know this is uncomfortable, but look into his eyes. Really sell this.
saying?
Like,
Give me some more burps, please. His lips chat. No, don't. Nothing. No grip. No embrace. It was. Oh, bro. Yo, y'all ain't in love.
but then again, though, if you do that, because when you have some of these,
The movie suffers.
when you have
That's what I'm saying.
when you have some of these characters who play such good roles, like they play the role good, they end up getting typecasted. So if you say for like a trans role and you hire an actual trans actor, like, for the rest of their career, are they just gonna only play trans roles?
That's what.
Or what?
No, that's what you're making it. That's what this industry is making it be.
You go do the audition. You choose the movie that you want to go in.
Yeah.
This is a great character. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would go in there and go for that.
And go for straight. But then but the network can be like, nah, we got another role for you since you're trans, and put you into the trans role, and like go for this part, say these lines, and it's like, that's what
Because
the
that
indus-
happens sometimes in
Yeah,
Hollywood too. Like,
that's
yo,
what's happening.
like, do you know how like it was not saying it was difficult, but for someone like Hugh Jackman, after playing, Wolverine for so many years, what other movies can you name besides any X-Men movie?
Prestige.
And I know he did Great Showman, but even still, like
Yeah.
it took so long for him to get out of it, of just being the Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that's what I said.
One of them little robot movies.
Oh yeah, Chappie.
Chappie.
Yeah.
Chappie.
Chappie, Great Showman.
They all Power
Hugh
Rangers.
Jackman.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Power Rangers in the ring or some shit.
Chappie was actually a good movie.
I thought it
If
was
you
Pacific Rim, like they
Nah.
no, Pacific Rim was a different one. That's a different guy. I know exactly. Yeah, I know exactly.
Chappie.
No, that's not Chappie. Chappie's a different one. Chappie's a different movie.
No, but Chappie is Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the robot was fighting in the ring. He was.
No, that wasn't. That's not. That's a different movie. Yeah.
No. Pacific Rim's
Pacific
not.
Rim's a different movie. I
Pacific
know.
Rim's
I know the movie you're talking about. I can't remember the movie, but
No.
yeah, it was the one where they got the old robot and they make him into a boxer. That's not Hugh Jackman. That's
Oh,
a
no.
different person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chappie was Hugh Jackman, and he's that guy who just wanted to build a different robot. But even still, let me name an X-Men
Van
movie, and you
Helsing?
gonna know.
He was in Van Helsing.
No.
Yeah.
Apparently he was in Endgame too, but we didn't see. Yeah, they had him. They actually had him as part of the cast in Endgame.
No.
They did.
Well, yeah.
When I looked it up on Google, they had him on the cast for Endgame.
I don't believe that.
Or at least, or maybe that was before,
Where-
or maybe that was before the movie came out. But even still, I ain't see it either. That's why I'm wondering, like, why they have him in the cast when you look it up. When you look up the cast for Endgame, his name shows up.
They just making shit up, bro. He's not even in it.
Apparently, Howard Duck was in there too.
Yeah,
bruh.
there's-
Yeah, that's what they said.
Endgame.
Yeah,
Yeah, Howard Duck was in Endgame.
yeah.
Howard Duck was in it. He was.
I think it's a deleted scene where he shows up.
Nah, it was one of the scenes where like they had to go meet up with the to get the red stone, the reality stone.
The reality stone.
Yeah, Howard Duck was there for like a split. Like I think he did like a cameo and talked to somebody. Endgame. Yo, Hugh Jackman don't even be in that many movies, bro. My man got 64.
Because he was so committed to Wolverine. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's gonna be the fate of a lot of actors. You know.
Oh, he was in Happy Feet. Yeah.
He was that's animation. Like, I'm talking like live action. Because like LeBron's been in an animated movie.
Swordfish. I don't remember him in Swordfish. I'll be honest.
I never seen the movie Swordfish.
You never seen the movie Swordfish? John Travolta?
How good of a movie is it? The way you
It
just
was
had
a
to react
solid.
like
It was
that.
a heist movie, bro. It was solid. Yeah, it was.
You acting like you
Because
acting,
it's like it's up
you
there.
you doing that the same way like when I
'Cause-
said I didn't when I said the only Star Wars movie I watched was the third one.
Because it's still amazing to say such a thing. It's the only movie. I'm just saying, it's still amazing to say such. Yeah, bro. Yeah, USA. It was a USA Network too, boy. That shit was lit. Come on, or FX.
Bro, it's funny how back in the day with cable, like all like the same company had like different channels. Like they had MTV, MTV2, MTV Music, like MTV Soul. Didn't they have an MTV3?
Yep.
They had an MTV3 channel. Nah, you had to have the box, but like I know for just like the base, like not basic cable, for like the one that mostly everybody had, you had MTV and MTV2. But when you had like the premium like box, you had three. I think there was a third MTV. Yeah, we only had one box for like the den in my house, so it's like that's where you had all those channels.
So
The one in my room only had one MTV, just one.
Bro.
That's the one you had to pay for. And if you accidentally paid for that shit,
But they still had the commercials with
yeah,
all out of.
that shit.
Bro, the cast for this was lit. John Travolta.
It's like-
Hugh Jackman,
It's like,
Halle Berry.
so which one of y'all paid to see this? You know exactly what
Joe
you.
Lucas post.
Yeah. Like, come-
Bro,
Meat is the meat. Part 3.
Round and Brown 7.
Uh-huh.
I got caught on one of them DVDs. I fucked up. They all-
Beauty and
Bro.
the Hood.
yeah.
Bro, yeah. Beauty with the Beast.
Bro, but yo, yeah.
Like I thought it was Beauty and the Beast. I just want to like,
This is the cast.
you know,
this-
damn.
It's the cast of Swordfish, bro. It was a sick ass movie. They had like big names. Not to change, but it was, yeah, true. No,
When did this movie
we
come
had
out?
Halle Berry. She had just gotten that award after Monster Ball.
2001.
Yeah, she had just gotten that award after Monster Ball, didn't she? Or got it before? Don Cheadle.
Yeah, Don Cheadle. Nah, Don Cheadle's been in Hollywood for a little while. He was,
But he wasn't hot
Yeah.
because it was whatever Hotel Rwanda came out.
Freeman been in Hollywood for a while.
I mean,
Yeah.
Hope.
His break shine until like certain set. Until like Lean on Me.
That was
Obi
good
was
as
just like the odd guy that was just
yeah.
He didn't, a lot of people didn't have all this fame that long. They might have been.
Because John
You
Travolta
might
was
have
the
known them, but the rest of the world didn't know.
because John Travolta was the lead on that because he had Grease.
Dude, yo,
The
I-
baby
yo,
movie.
I be forgetting that John Travolta was the lead in Grease.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like, sometimes I be forgetting just because of like how he's looked throughout the years.
I can't remember the movie
Without yeah.
I'm not saying like
Him
I
and
didn't.
Ricky Lake was like my main two that I remember.
I'm just saying like when I look at
She looked
like
good
when I
back
look
then.
when you see how young he was back then, it's hard. Like looking at him now, like or looking at him from then to
Cocaine's a
Pulp-
hell
to
of a
Pulp
drug,
Fiction.
boy. Cocaine.
from
Yeah.
then to Pulp Fiction, it's low key. Like when you see it, it's like yo, he's really aged.
A lot of people don't remember that he was just
Yeah. He had baby.
love God. That didn't come
Mhm.
until
Yeah.
He had Baby's Day Out. He had.
Look
Who's yeah. He had like kid roles, bro, like kid
It was
movies.
solid, though.
Oh yeah, I'd watch.
I guess
it.
it's probably the same thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger because he had Kindergarten Cop.
No, he started off.
He started off.
He started off.
Yeah, he had Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
They gave him They gave him a role that had no lines.
That's kinda-
because he couldn't talk. Dead ass, bro. He gave him Conan Barbarian because it's like, bro, you have a heaviest accent. We can't just say yeah. Just one worded.
I think it's kind of the same thing with
That's how he got terminated too.
That's also kind of the same thing with like Vin Diesel, because then he started off like action too. He started off with action, right? Vin Diesel?
No,
well,
He
no, he started it.
Saving Private Ryan, I thought.
Vin Diesel?
He did, but he was like background.
Yeah, he was a secondary character. in
Yeah.
He
Saving
played a
Private
lot of
Ryan.
background characters
Yeah.
for a hot minute.
Was it? That wasn't his. That
But then
wasn't
he
it?
had that one movie, The Pacifier.
Yeah, he was in Saving Private Ryan.
No, but
it
then-
was just a few frames.
No, but then he had The Pacifier.
The pacifier.
Yeah.
That was like seeing someone like him in like in a movie like that.
Bro, they all get
Like
like one. Think about it, because didn't Goldberg had a movie like that where he had a kid? The Rock had the game plan.
Nah, the game plan was a good ass movie,
I-
and that was way before. And that was before he got
had that
bulky
Tooth
as hell.
Fairy movie.
He had a Tooth Fairy
Yeah,
movie.
and
That
that
garbage
and
ass
even
Tooth Fairy.
that was before he got bulky as hell.
Yeah,
Like he was still like he looked normal.
yeah, but it was still a garbage ass movie.
yeah. All
Nah,
the rest
I had
game
to
plan
watch
was
it,
good.
but
Game
Tease-
plan was
Game
good.
plan was
Game
good.
plan was good. Tooth
Game-
Fairy, not really.
I didn't see. I didn't
Game plan
see
was
either
solid.
one. I went to the theaters to go see it. I didn't watch it. But Batista has Kid Spy. All the wrestlers do a kid movie. All of them, bro.
Well, Rock did
I mean,
that because he was
John Cena's
transitioning.
did John Cena have a kid movie?
Pacifier.
No, that's not that's
Pacifier. The
no Pacifier is Vin Diesel. No fire.
yeah, something like that.
That's more no I
No, the
no I think Firehouse was more of an adult comedy.
which is the one?
It wasn't
where,
a kids comedy.
It was one where he was,
Was
like.
it?
It was one where he was like he was an undercover. He was undercover like Delta SEAL, babysitting 3 kids or some shit.
That's the Pacifier.
Yeah, that's Pacifier.
That's Vin Diesel.
right?
Yeah.
There's another one where like it's John Cena doing it.
The only thing I can remember from John Cena was a Marine. He played the bad guy in Fast and the Furious because I was there for Paul Walker's death. And
that was the Jason guy who did that. The most recent Fast and Furious one has John Cena.
Man, I don't remember, man.
I know there's so many Fast and Furious movies you just don't know.
Yeah, they merging together. And then that the new Suicide Squad. That's the only thing I've seen John Cena in. I know he's in other things, but he ain't impressed me.
Oh, he also has this movie from Hulu called Vacation Friends.
Oh,
I haven't
that's
seen it.
solid. I forgot about that. Yes, that's solid.
I mean, that's an adult comedy
his
still.
comedy.
That's an
is-
adult
Is
comedy.
that the one? Is that the one? He the drug dealer?
Yeah.
Yo, had me on the flow.
No,
That
no, no.
one.
That's not the one. He's drug dealer. He's.
The one he's the
I
drug
want
dealer.
to say they're the drug dealers, but they're just like a couple that just like to go over the edge
Bro, there's
with
one-
their fun. Like they want to go get on the mountaintop rocks with coke in their nose, and but they're always close to the edge of danger, but never getting like death. They're escaping death every time.
Playing with fire. It was the fire one.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, he's also in. I think
all
this
do
is
something.
also a Warner Bros. Well, this is animated too, but he was in Ferdinand, that on the animated movie Ferdinand,
Yeah,
which
I don't know. All the wrestlers do some kid movie.
I mean, well
sometime.
look at how the how WWE is. It has that kind of
Cater to
kid.
kids.
Not like it caters to adults too, but it has that kid fan base too. Well, I think it's why they low key dumbed it down a little bit from when it was back then. Because back then it was like ruthless.
If AEW does what they're gonna do and then they counter it, it may move from a kid show. They might have to come up with like have a kids brand and then have a separate brand.
because y'all brought kids to the ACW
Getting too
thing
ruthless.
too.
To the what?
Y'all brought kids when y'all went to see ACW. Like
It was too
Oh,
ruthless.
of course, but we want the like
rawness.
more realism
Yeah.
fight.
I want
We
the
people
blood
to have
again.
conflict and a problem.
I want the-
Everybody on WWE feel like they having fun.
they just
Hey guys, let me throw some beads and some shit.
I want to do the run out from the
Like,
backstage.
what the fuck is this?
I mean, that's just when like that's just because I think now WWE like kids are like the main demographic now. So
No
you
one-
have to do.
But no one gets knocked out in the mid-interview parts anymore. Remember when niggas be, yeah, I would beat his ass if he.
And then next thing you know,
blah,
blah!
out. He be like, oh, shit.
And everybody's like, oh, and you just see the person interview like,
pick
oh
up
my
the
god.
mic,
Like,
pick up the mic. He ain't gonna do nothing now. And he's just like, oh, you laid him out.
It was more renegade
Yeah.
wild back when we was watching.
random-
It. Now it's just like it
News
feels
anchors?
like it's choreographed. Like
it's
you
more.
know
It's
what's gonna
definitely more.
happen.
Yeah, it's more soap opera.
No one-
soap opera.
I remember
now.
like there was some people who had true fear for like was it
Boogeyman?
Mankind? Nah, the War, Ultimate Warrior.
Mhm.
All right, champ. So what do you think today was? Because he was crazy as hell. Oh, the Ultimate Warrior. You know what he's gonna do?
Nigga was just saying shit.
Yeah, got on
moon.
You know,
and the stars.
even on the
Like he didn't say nothing about the fucking
on Jay
atmosphere.
Leno, he was about to toss a nigga.
Oh yeah, he picked the couch up.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know
on
what you're gonna
Arsenio
do.
Hall
Where's
show.
that at? That's what I want back. That's when
Yeah.
you just like, oh,
Like
shit,
they
why?
kept the character when they went to other people's shows.
And you
they-
gonna just
They break.
They
kayfabe
kept the
every day.
kids.
if you imagine sitting in Jay Leno that day, you see about to see a couch coming to this. What? How was Jay Leno, bro? Ultimate War picked up a couch. What?
What?
Yeah, he was about to throw the shit because he got mad. Said he wasn't the best. What? Yo, it was intense.
I mean, when you start.
Go ahead.
I mean, when you start. I mean, I think now that people know that it's more acting now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course you're gonna have that. Like, you just like because now it's kind of because now is literally another medium for you to get into acting.
That's why somebody get knocked the fuck out on camera, bro. Somebody's got to take a hit.
It's not
they
like
wanna
if you
make
go.
some money, they need to do it how. Well, I mean, UFC is not purposely doing it like that, but
There's not.
because they're not doing it like that, but they should do it the mistake way of how UFC is doing it. Because like when Masvidal in jail, I think he in jail still. He the last guy he fought.
Cain
saw him-
Velasquez got arrested too.
Yeah, Cain Velasquez got arrested. Masvidal saw Kobe Covington in the
on
pieces.
site.
On
On
because he was
site.
talking about his kids.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
They already fought,
Mhm.
and then he was like, "Nah, I'm still
taking that
coming
ass."
for my rematch."
Nah,
And
that's
he is
just-
in jail now.
That's the same thing that happened with like I remember this one time like it was with Jeff Hardy and
oh,
like he can't he was like you talk about my dog or anything else I'm gonna tell you like and that literally would be his I'm like yo
That's what I'm saying. We need to bring that back.
we
like,
need to bring like
Free Jeff Hardy. He in jail right now.
that
Yeah,
man
oh,
yeah
yeah,
because he
yeah,
had a
yeah.
DUI
Yeah. Yo, he was.
you got
the
money
one.
now
Y'all
you
saw
should
his,
be able to
Y'all saw
freaking
his arrest?
his mugshot
No, they got the whole video on YouTube. Him getting out the car, and when I'm talking about when
That
he
man's
got out
drunk.
the car, he was pissed. drunk. He could walk. There was no reason to give him a test. I
it's
was
like
oh,
yeah
he
you're
drunk.
arrested it's like yeah you arrested
They brought him from his car and then leaned him on the
And he did it-
beginning
he did
of
a drunk
his-
lean?
and he was like,
Oh man.
like,
Just get in the car. Just
He
get in
going
the
It's like-
to jail.
Get in the car.
it's like
days.
how did you drive
Just get in the car.
He was swerving, and he had like 4 calls on the highway because like somebody the people on the highway called and was like, "Hey, somebody just swerved."
He's
He
drunk,
was
drunk.
like, "Hey, do you know why I arrested you? I mean, why I pulled you over?" Nah.
Really?
And he was like, "People back there called. You got 4 calls." He was like,
Yo.
"You want to step out of the car?
nah it'd be
You want me
fun
to step out right now?"
bruh it'd be
Yeah.
Yes, not.
Yo, it'd be funny when like something happens and you get like those like I remember this one time there was a car like I was coming out somewhere there was a car crash like I had and then like the engine caught on fire one of them like people was coming out and like you know extinguished with the fire extinguisher like I had called 911 and I was gonna report it and like he was like oh well where's it at it's like oh well we done got like 4 calls about this already so we're sending someone already
Yeah.
thanks for calling though I'm like oh
I had that happen to me when I was on the highway. Shit.
Like-
Dude sped.
just imagine that shit. Like they say, they get so many calls about somebody
We
swerving.
know!
It's like,
Yeah.
We know.
it's like, hey, it's like, hey,
All right.
I'm on this street, a car is swerving. It's like, okay, yo, get somebody down there, cause
Nigga, get off my line.
Like, this is serious.
I want real. Yo, lady hit me with like we already know. Is that it? Hit me with one of those. The dude was speeding, did some shit similar to like an accident.
Yeah.
But the accident happened right behind me, right? So she was like, "Yeah, we know there's a speeder on the highway. Anything else happen?"
Yeah, you
He,
just
he hit a car this time. Okay, so you need some EMS. Are you there now? Like, I left.
now we're driving.
Yeah, I kept going. He didn't hit me. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds so selfish.
Shit like
Shit, I didn't stop. Why the fuck you calling me?
I'm just letting y'all know. Like,
She was
come
like,
on.
yeah, we gonna keep this number for records and call you back just in case. I was like, all right.
Like, why? I'm away from the
Well, I
scene.
left, and like it was like I wasn't sure if I got in trouble because like I left the scene of a crime, but it was like we was on
It's
the
like
highway.
it didn't happen to you. You didn't do it.
But we was like, yeah, but I left the scene of the crime. We was on the highway, and like he was like, you know how you see somebody coming like from behind you, you see the rear mirror, and you just like, whoa, woo, boy, he is floating. Whoosh. And you're like, let me just get over out of his way, cause like, you don't want no mistakes. Well, homie was floating on the like a Ford 250, like F-250 type shit, floating, boy. Clipped the car between. I moved out the way, but clipped the car next to me, and did the car next to me did one of these and swerved into my lane. I said, oh, call 911, and I called 911 and told him what happened. But since I didn't hit him. I didn't pull over or nothing. What was I supposed to do?
Oh, man.
Is that selfish? That's not selfish. Is
I don't
it?
think so.
Well, no.
Because I'm doing like 60.
I learned today from the counselor because we kids, boy. We got we got
Fucking
3
kids.
more weeks.
Did y'all feed these kids?
Yeah, oh, we feed them every day. We feed them every
Y'all
day, but
fed-
the
y'all fed
counselor
these
saw
kids?
that we was weak in the face.
So you had a counselor to deal with these kids?
No, he personally just grabbed us and was like, "Hey, y'all come into the room, and I need to talk to y'all." And he told us about good selfishness. I was like, "Huh? What is that?"
I like this.
Good selfishness. Sometimes you gotta just say fuck people to the side.
Okay.
And handle you. Make sure you, because if you ain't 100% coming to work,
First,
Hey,
that's just life
that's-
in general.
that's-
man.
yeah, that's
you
good.
learn
No,
that
no,
about
no,
life
no,
in
no,
general.
no,
You
no,
ain't gotta
no.
have
What
no
I'm
kids
saying
to learn
is,
that.
Here's what I'm saying. I was talking to you about this last night, and
Yeah.
which basically ushered on to this episode of the topic. When you watch a movie, I can tell both of y'all got some favorite movies that y'all go back to watch over and over and over again. You recognize what a new character. You realize, hey, I ain't know that person was in there. We said, oh man, I ain't know that Vin Diesel was in fucking
Saving Private Ryan.
right. So you learn a new message. Remember what I told you, as your age grows, yeah, you might understand it. Yeah, you hear me? You remember when you listen to music and then you listen to music?
Yeah.
You got to listen to the music like you understand it, what the definition is, and then what does it actually mean when it hits you. You ever have a saying that your mom or your uncle or your grandma or somebody hit you, and you be like, man, I hit you because I love you. And then you be like, that don't make sense, and it still don't make sense. I'm pretty sure by the time I get to an age, it'll probably make sense later.
Yeah.
I mean, what? You ain't beating your kids? You don't know? You don't beat your
Nah,
kids?
but it don't make any sense because like why would you
hit
put
somebody
more pain on somebody
That you love.
that you love?
It's a valid question because I've heard the same statement
But
in my
I'm
my
not
life.
holding it against it. I'm not
I'm
pushing against it. I'm just
gonna keep
holding
my thoughts to
judgment
myself
until I
because
get
I'm
to
gonna
a
get too
certain
deep with that. But
Yeah.
What'd you say?
yeah, I'm gonna keep my thought about that to myself because it's gonna get too deep. But go ahead.
No. I don't want to get too deep with it, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying like
That concept.
I'm holding myself until let me get to that age to understand that.
And you're saying that route to do that is good selflessness,
Yeah.
good selfishness.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I feel that as an Aquarius. I'm
Don't do
also
it all the time.
Yeah. I be selfish a lot. I do be.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know.
I'm an only child. Don't get mad at me.
Yeah,
Hey, that's how I was
but-
raised.
But
I don't know how to share.
But for you to, well, for anybody to survive in this world, especially how the system is built for us here in America, you're gonna need some people and some constituents on your side. But in order to have them on your side, you gotta.
It's like flying on a
Self-
plane. If we was on a plane, sitting row, and the mask dropped,
Right.
I will put my mask, but then I help you.
They tell
if
you put your
not-
mask on
Of course
first.
they
Right.
do.
That's what I'm
But
saying. That's
how
what I'm
much
saying.
air do you need before you help the next
Huh?
person? Huh?
Huh? What do you say?
They didn't say keep
What?
breathing and the plane is going all the way down and you still haven't helped your brother to your left or your right.
Hey, look, it's turbulent.
It's a secure your
a lot of
mask
turbulence.
when you can breathe, then help somebody.
It's
Right.
juggling around, and I got, you got to catch it on the drops at times. It's
Gabe is the type of person that'll drop. And he'll be like,
damn.
Hell good. Oh shit! You need
I was
help?
saying, make it. Huh?
Hey, I think he needs help here. Like,
You know what's fucked up?
right, he'll call somebody.
You know what's fucked
Don't
up?
look for him.
I fly exit row a lot, right? And as of lately, they be hitting me with the are you willing to help in case of emergencies? And one lady took it a step further and was like, would you like when we leave though, and everybody's getting off the plane, don't leave me. I got 2 kids. I was like, oh shit, this got real. Everybody else just be like, hey, just help me out. I just need to hear a yes. I was like, yeah, well, yeah, I'll help you out. But she was like, nah, you really will help me out? Like, nah. I got 2 kids, nigga. You ain't gonna leave me on this plane because I gotta make sure everybody off the plane. So you saying I gotta be second
That
to
don't
last?
make
this just
no
reminds me.
Yeah,
of
you know
that
what I'm
movie.
saying?
Like,
You don't
this,
have to say it extra because we're going to get off.
Oh,
In
yeah.
the case
This just
Just in
like,
that we do go
Yeah.
down.
it's like I'm gonna
got
make sure
you.
I
Yeah.
get
Now,
out.
You don't got to get that
Look,
serious.
I'll
Come on.
snatch whatever hair, wig, shirt, whatever to drag you back off this plane. But you better be in reach.
It's going to be like this.
You know what I'm saying?
Then the kid out.
And if I just got hair, I'd be like, look, I tried. God knows I reached. You know what I'm saying? I grasped something.
Oh my god! But
Yeah, I guess we just wrap
that's
this
fine.
one up though.
This has been another episode of TV Nerds. You know, we had some fucked up like shit happen, but
Fuck them kids.
we recovered.
We got
We
to
definitely recovered.
you got to start planning our shows around weather.
Honestly,
Oh, we're
Like,
gonna fix this.
yeah.
We probably gonna go to the laptop, so then just in case some shit like that happens, we still up.
for
All right.
sure. But yeah, continue to follow us on all our social media. You know, follow us on our Twitch. You know, we gonna have the link for our link tree down there. You know, follow us on our Twitch. We're gonna be gaming on there more. know.
Sunday. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Any other announcements?
Sunday and Monday, it's gonna be in Cape again, selling barbecue Pit Boys.
You mean Saturday or Sunday, or is it gonna
No,
is it
Sunday and
Sunday
Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, Sunday and Monday. I'm gonna be out chill. So,
It is delicious.
Sauces are hitting. Anywhere I go, I make sauce. But if I ain't there, you ain't gonna get my sauce. That's how I'm gonna do it now.
All right.
I'm gonna pull up.
For sure. And we are definitely going to continue this multiverse conversation. Anybody, you know, the only people who actually heard it was me, you, and Ashley. So
Yeah.
we gon' have this conversation again. You know, but next time, you know. But until then, stay nerdy, y'all. We out.
I keep coming back to you.